Hello and welcome back to another episode of LP Gaming. We are currently top 100 global, and one thing I've noticed, especially on the Merge Tactics subreddit, is that people think Echo Sage is OP. I see so many comments, Echo Sage is busted, Echo Sage is no skill. People hate on the Echo Sage, and I personally do not believe it is good in top ladder, nor would anyone else make that assertion. So today, we are going to be playing Echo Sage in top ladder, tilting down a fair amount of trophies and proving once and for all that Echo Sage is not a good ruler to use at the top of Merge Tactics. So let's get into our first game. I think matching will take a while. Maybe once they get to more subscribers. I was going to say that maybe cutting gameplay might be the move here, but I'm a bit too lazy to do that, so let's go ahead and grab a wizard. We're facing Empress. What we need to do is put this here. Let's do something like this. I'm not sure if we'll even get an ability off, which is unfortunate. Actually, we might, because his... Never mind, we're like 1 second off. So, off to a not so great start. Let's go ahead and grab a goblin. Bench everything. The king lost round 1, so I don't know what he's going to do. Definitely going to put both goblins and mini P.E.K.K.A in, get some brutalist traits going. And we definitely do need some kind of activation. Let's switch our Echo Sage last second. Okay, so he only has 2 troops. Okay, this is great. It's actually great for the king too, because he loses 1 health and gets more elixir. But it was good. Okay, but it was good for us too, because we finally got a 2-star Echo Sage. Let's see what he's playing. I am going to sell the Goblin Machine to go ahead and buy the Royal Giant, just to stall out the game a bit more. And already we're not looking great because the Empress has a ton of very high health units. Let's go ahead and sub this out. And we're going to switch our Echo Sage last second. We need to be able to stall this match for 8 seconds. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, but we'll see. Actually, it does. We're able to get 1 more ability off. And we're almost at a 3-star, which is good for us. Typically with the Echo, you're going to play some kind of Brawlers or Clan. Let's go ahead and grab a Mega Knight. Go ahead and upgrade that. Go ahead and grab the Barb. I'm just going to hold for now. I don't see a reason in selling a Dart Goblin. We're able to take another loss here without dying, and I need to stall the match for as long as I can. Let's go ahead and put in something like this, and we're going to do this. We're going to get some more synergies. We're going to do this. And I'm going to move my Echo Sage last second. Okay, so really nicely played on his part for moving the Executioner. So that it might splash onto my Echo. It does not though, at least not initially. And we're about dead anyway. Yeah, so a lot of the... I'm going to go ahead and sell my 2-star just to get more tanky units. Going to sell the Princess, lose an elixir there. At this point, I'm going to just start building up to a comp. Semi-Brawlers-esque. I don't have Giant synergy, so I'm just going to go ahead and sell that. Grab a P.E.K.K.A. Grab another Giant. This should hopefully work out. The Princess will target the Xe, and then she's going to target the Echo next. Yeah, we're basically dead here. I'm actually surprised that the Echoes, or not the Echoes, the Spirit Empress died. But it's fine. So we lose our first game as expected, and there will be many more losses yet to come. Let's go ahead and go into the next one. The main issue with Echo is that the Echo does not generate any elixir, so it's super hard to actually survive, and you really just rely on having your Echo get a ton of kills early on. But at top ladder, people know what they're doing. They're able to block your cards. They're able to position stuff in such a way that your Echo gets no value. And it's just a rough time. Luckily for us, we start off with a 5-star troop, so let's go ahead and grab cheap. And we're basically done here. Can't really bench the Echo. We're going to move all our troops to the back, so that way they take some time to walk, and it gives your Echo more time to charge up. We should be able to get an ability off, maybe even 2. Yeah, I think we definitely get 2 abilities off, so it's definitely a much better start. And I think this Empress knows what she did. So it's really good for us. Let's move on to the next round. Grab an expensive troop. Let's grab the Archer Queen. Let's grab the Princess. And at this point, we can just... Yeah, we only get 1 synergy here. My placement was incorrect because the the Princess is going to target the Echo. It's a huge mistake on my part. Luckily, I do manage to get a 3-star, which is super good for us, but we did not play that optimally. We should have had the Princess target our Golden Knight. And we're already down. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the expensive troop. Let's go ahead and sell that Archer Queen. We don't need this guy. Let's go ahead and grab him. We're just going to go for Brawlers because Brawlers is relatively cheap and super tanky. I'm going to go sell this. Somehow we get a 3-star Prince. And we're going to replace him. I'm actually really surprised we even have a 3-star Prince here. The modifier does give us a lot of free elixir though, so that's good for us. Empress is definitely going for Brutalist, which is fine. It looks like we get some more kills. So this game is going a lot better. What you will notice is that I'm unable to do much of anything, which is not great. I'm going to sell that, go here, and I'm just going to pause here. Now I have full Brawler, which is super tanky, and an E-Giant, which is also tanky, and I'm playing the Loon. Let's go ahead and grab a clan synergy with their Barb. In terms of knocking units back, here's what needs to happen. If he's not going to move his Princess, I'm going to move my P.E.K.K.A. like that, so that way the Princess targets the P.E.K.K.A. and not the Echo Sage. Now if this Loon were playing properly, they would probably predict that. They did not, which is great for me. And hopefully we can get one more ability off. This is why Brawlers is so good with Echo Sage. And look at that, just like that we have a 4-star, we're doing absolutely wonderfully. What I don't like is that the amount of skill I feel like was involved in this is very low. I didn't really do much of anything. Let's go ahead and sell a 2-star, put our Princess in, upgrade the Mega Knight. Let's see, I'm just going to sell the E-Giant. We have a 2-star P.E.K.K.A. We have our full Brawlers, no Executioners, but now we have a Noble synergy. His Xyz in the wrong tile. I'm going to move my Prince like that to hit back the Archer Queen. Unfortunately for him, I now have a 4-star, so it's just going to get a lot of value. Yeah, and it's just wrecking his entire team. So not really the point I was trying to make with the video, but it does work out, I guess. We do end up top 2. Let's go ahead and sell the 2-star, put the 1-star in. I'll grab an Xe. I'm just bleeding elixir, I don't like that. Let's go ahead and upgrade our Barb, Wizard, RG, let's go ahead and sell that. Prince, sell that. 3-star P.E.K.K.A, super nice. Okay, just like that we have full Brawler. We should backline all our troops. Brutalist is a counter to Sage. Or not Sage, Brutalist is a counter to full Brawler. The issue against Echo Sage is that Brutalist cards clump together, which gives the Echo Sage an immense amount of value. So maybe not the point I was trying to make with this video. We do end up winning that. The important part to note is that I just got lucky. There was no skill involved. I didn't scout my opponents. I didn't outplay them, pivot or block. I just got lucky in getting all those Brawler cards early, getting a 3-star Prince super early, getting a lot of Echo Sage charges super early, and getting all those dashes. So Echo Sage is very RNG, not a lot of skill. I got lucky. But let's move on to the next one. I really don't want to title this video Echo Sage is broken in top ladder, because Echo is, it's not broken in top ladder. I just got lucky in the last one. And most games at top ladder will be games where you just end up losing very quickly. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, let's go ahead and just grab that. Hopefully we could have gotten goblins. Looks like we don't. Okay, so rather disastrous start because they predict where my Echo, because they stopped me from getting any abilities off. I think my positioning there was just terrible, but we do end up winning. Which, winning is okay, but I'd rather get the abilities off. So let's go ahead and grab Prince and Mini P.E.K.K.A. I'm going to sell the Mini P.E.K.K.A. just to grab a Goblin, and let's go grab a Wizard. Okay. So now at least we have Goblins, which is great for our economy. I'm going to start protecting things. I'm going to put my Prince on the other side so things sort of go over to where the Prince is, and then slowly walk over to the Goblins, and then hopefully that gives my Echo enough time to charge up. Okay, cool. We do get just like one charge off and lose 3. Super unfortunate. It's round 3 and we only have 1 ability off. Pretty much when you're playing Echo, it's just no skill, just run for Brawlers and Giants, which is why I don't like playing with Echo whatsoever. There's any cards where you don't have a lot of counterplay, or just cards I don't like. The Prince, he only has 3 troops. The Princess doesn't have the blaster trait, so the Princess actually isn't going to target my Echo. In fact, based on that particular position, the Princess cannot target the Echo, even with the blaster trait. Unfortunately, I lose another couple of damage. Not great to see at all. Let's see who I play. I play the Empress. I think this is pretty much GG, because they're able to generate a lot of elixir very quickly. I'm going to sell my Dart Goblin. Hopefully I can make something happen. I'm going to sell the Musketeer. I think I'll just grab the Prince. And then I'm going to grab the Volk and do something like this, and I have 3 of the traits. And yeah, we have a 3-star Archer Queen on the board. Let's go ahead and do this and move everything like this. So if the Archer Queen was moved, the Prince would have knocked it back. We need to kill at least 2 of the troops to survive here. I doubt that's going to happen. Archer Queen has the ability off, and just like that we get a 4th place finish. Super unfortunate, but totally expected when you're playing a ruler like the Echo Sage. Actually, let's check where that put us global. So now we're 107. We're out of the top 100. And if you play Echo Sage, you are not going to remain in the top 100 for very long. Let's go into the next one. The only mistake there was in round 1, where I should have blocked my Echo Sage with my troops, which I failed to do. Other than that, there wasn't much you could do. Looks like I'm actually playing Retake in this video, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and grab Brutalist. Bend your troops into the last second. Corner, block off the Echo so nothing targets it. Looks like the RG and P.E.K.K.A. super low, basically super low damage troops, especially the RG. Looks like we grab a P.E.K.K.A., super good for us, and we get 1 ability off. So we get an ability off and we win, which is super nice to see. Looks like we're playing Retake now. He got Goblins round 1, good for him. Let's go ahead and I'm going to grab the Monk, actually. The reason for that is because Monk is the biggest counter to Echo Sage, and I'd rather no one be able to get a 3-star Monk. It is possible. It's going to be relatively annoying, though, because I block. It's possible in this modifier because it's your mine. So if someone knocks out a Monk, they'll be, like the first card, they'll be able to get a Monk. Nice, and we're able to get another hit off. So this game's already going a lot better. But I'm generally not a fan of games or just things that require luck. And looks like we get a ton of potential merges for next round, which is awesome to see, and we still have 10 health. And what I'm going to do is do something like this. So now everything is just clustered around the Echo Sage. I'm not even benching my troops because Echo Sage, in my opinion, is very low skill. There's not much you want to do anyway. And it looks like this Empress has basically no health. I don't think they got a very good start. Let's check the other match. Retake's going for double giants. I have no idea what the king is going for and also why he didn't sack round 1. And it looks like we, just like that, we get a 3-star Echo Sage, which is super good for us. So in terms of what to do, let's go ahead and grab the Monk and just sell it. I know I said I wanted to block earlier, but I'm a bit more interested in cycling around. Let's go ahead and grab a Princess. Let's go grab the RG and just go ahead and sell it. And then we're going to grab a Dark Goblin. We're facing the king and he has... Okay. So we're probably going to lose. But at the very least, let's just go and get ourselves some goblins so we can get some more elixir. Yeah, Retake is probably going to get a 3-star everything. Because he's playing... Basically, the king and the Echo are not going to be threats. The fact that I only take 2 damage so far is really good. And we play the dead guy, which is even better. Let's go ahead and grab the goblin. Grab this. I'm going to sell the prince just so I can get some cycling going on. Also, actually, I'm trying to figure out the optimal play. He's definitely going for brawlers, and he's definitely going for giants. So they're both contesting the cards that I want. I want to sell the princess and just make some kind of move here. So my goal right now is I have a 3-star barb, I have some P.E.K.K.A.s, and I think what I should have done is put less troops on the board so my Echo would have gotten more abilities off. The Retake has full queen, so actually that was a lot closer of a game than I imagined. Okay, let's just sell this. I want to sell the 2-star. So you can grab that. Let's go ahead and sell goblins now. Looks like no one's going for Volks. If we can find some of those, would be awesome. Nice, we do manage a 3-star Valkyrie. I'm just going to move it to the other side. Yeah, now he has full comp. I do have Brutalist, which may be useful. If you saw that, I actually have a 4-star Echo now, which is super nice. However, I am just going to get absolutely wrecked, and I play the king. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, it looks like I do pick up a monk, which is super nice. I'm not going to get any more P.E.K.K.A. merges, so let's just get rid of that. And I'm pretty sure he's playing with Princess, so that's not going to be too useful either. Go ahead and grab a Noble. Ooh. This should be alright. We have a ton of 2-star troops. I should have moved my Valkyrie. That was a mistake. However, we have a 4-star Echo, so we'll be able to get a lot more value, and his team is just This team is just getting shredded. Okay, and I get to play the dead guy, which is super good. I foresee one of these two knocking the other out, so hopefully good second place. I have a 4-star Echo, so there's no need to bench anything. What I am going to do is put my normal goblin in, so that way I can farm more goblins. And I guess I'm blocking retake's 3-star RG. The king player is pretty cooked, so they're going to get out, and I'll be able to get a solid second place here, which it's strange because the point I'm trying to make with this video is that Echo is not good at all in top ladder. However, the way things are working out, the only thing I've proved is that you can play Echo in top ladder if you're lucky. The important part is being lucky. So let's go ahead and sell the 2-star, check the 1-star in. We now have access to a ton of Brawler cards because that guy died. Okay, cool. I have the P.E.K.K.A. And I block his Xyz. So I have a ton of 3-stars here, which is great. And he's going to win because his monk's ability went off, which is unfortunate for me, but our traits are actually quite nice. They're not like perfect or anything. Actually, do we straight up win this? Wow. Good game. I did not expect to beat Retake with Echo Sage, but here we are. And I feel like a win against Retake with Echo Sage is a wonderful way to end off the video. So I'm going to figure out how I'm going to title this video now. I was planning on titling it like Echo Sage is unviable in top ladder, but all I have is, I don't know, just some wins and some losses and just bouncing around with Echo Sage. But if you're planning on playing the Echo Sage in top ladder, just note that I got really lucky in those games, and for the most part, everyone should be playing Empress, but I hope you enjoyed watching me try out the Echo Sage in top ladder, and I will catch you in the next video.